What is up, everyone? It is Midwest Raider fans coming at you with another video for our channel. Today we have our Bengals preview to let you know what the keys are for us to have a legit game. Officially, I don't really want to say it, but I think our season is a little done.
You can't put it out in the air, man. You put it out in the air, and then it's more likely.
I think the nation's saying it. Everybody's saying it. I don't think it's quite a rebuild that we need to worry about. We just need a couple key things, and quarterback, receiver,
yes,
some offensive line. I think maybe some depth in the defense a little bit, but really, I think we have some solid pieces on this team that we can still compete very good once we have that quarterback that's really going to help us for the future. So, but that's probably a future video coming up. But we definitely want to get into the Bengals and talk about our keys to success to possibly get us out of this funk called a 4-game losing streak. We just came off that loss, 27-20 against the Chiefs. It showed some silver linings, which we talked about in our last video. So go check that out if you haven't seen it. But there are some silver linings to keep us positive, Raider Nation. But we have the Bengals, and Jimmy's going to talk about what we need to get going and what they're looking like right now.
Yeah, so Raider Nation, here we are. Bengals, week number 9. We currently have a 19-12 lead all-time stat record against the Bengals, so we are on the winning side, which is nice. First time we played him, 1968, so we've known him for a while. Unfortunately, the last time we played him, which is Raider Nation, you know this, we did lose in the playoffs to them. I'm calling it the inadvertent whistle. Look it up if you don't know what I'm talking about, but there was a play there. They scored a touchdown, and I heard it, and I live way away from where the game was at, so I don't know how the refs didn't hear it, but again, that's in the past. We're focusing on this week. So, Bengals. We all know they got a quarterback, Joe Burrow. He's doing pretty good, averaging 249 yards a game. He hasn't been himself, coming off that injury from last year, which obviously is going to be a good thing for us, but still killing it. He's got 15 touchdowns this season, only 3 interceptions, so he's very smart with the ball. I will say their line is not the best. He has been sacked 19 times, so I like that stat for our defense. Our defensive line, and if we get Spillane coming up through there, whatever. But I like our odds against that. Rushing yards, they do it rushing by committee. They got 2 main guys, Brown and Moss. Nothing phenomenal. What is it here? Brown's averaging 44 yards a game. Moss has got 30, so they're not hitting that century mark either, unlike us, so they won't be killing us on the run game, hopefully. Receiving, they do have some good receivers. They got obviously Chase and Higgins. Both are very capable, very fast, good route runners, and can catch the ball. Yep. So we're going to need a big game, from our defenders there, cornerbacks, but I think we can handle them. Their tight end, not as good as our tight end, but he's pretty good too, that Jasecki there. So they do have some offensive weapons. But again, I think with what they have against our defense, I think we should be able to hold them and, get them off the field, give our guys offense a chance. One thing on defense, though, they do have a couple D-ends that can get the job done. One of them's Hubbard. We know him. He's only had 2 sacks this year, so they most likely double-teaming him, triple-teaming him, that sort of thing, getting the tight end to chip him off the line. And then their other guy is Hendrickson, who has 7 sacks. So they do have a defensive line as well. Going to make running the ball hard, considering we have a hard time running the ball anyway. So, I don't know, maybe that middle will open, because that seems to be our bread and butter, is running up the middle, whether that's the left or right, but still up the middle. So maybe we can get something going there. It's kind of a quick overview of the Bengals there. Like I said, they're capable. They're 3-5 this year. So they're in it with us. Like I said, on paper, again, we can. Seems like we match up against everybody on paper. Even the Chiefs last week, I thought we didn't match up too horribly on paper, but we all saw how that ended up. So keys to success. I know we bring it up every video, every week. Obviously it's going to be our offense, sustaining drives. No turnovers, no pre-snap penalties, killing drives. Again, do I think we're capable? Do we have the weapons? Yes, I have 100% faith in Madison running the ball. I wish we would do something other than just up the middle. Maybe try to let him swing it to the outside there. Yeah. It works on the jet sweep. I know it's a different play, a little bit of different blocking, but.
And I know not all the Raider Nation likes the jet sweep, but if it works...
But if it's working, that's what we like, right? We want things work. Receiving-wise, we all know we have Jacoby Myers, I think, our wide receiver 1. Very capable. He had a good game against the Chiefs. Obviously, we're going to throw Turner, Tucker in there, deep threats. If we give him time to throw the ball down there, I'm not saying Hail Mary, run streaks down the field, but, pick up some chunk yard plays. They're very capable of doing that. We saw it last week against the Chiefs, had a couple good catches. Mm-hmm. And then our stud Bowers at tight end. We just got to get him more involved. Obviously, as going on in the season, they're going to watch the film on us and see that, Bowers is a stud and they need to put somebody on him. So, yes, but we need to accommodate for that because we know it's going to happen, and there's ways to do that. I mean, you can't tell me there's not because there are. I mean, you look at some of the top receivers. I'm not going to mention one guy's name, but look at Justin Jefferson. We'll go there. we won't even talk about who. But, he's still getting his receptions, getting his touchdowns. He gets open. So again, offense sustaining, moving the ball down the field, it's going to be the biggest key. I think our defense will keep us in it. Like I said, they haven't been lighting it up like they used to, last year. The years before that, Burrow got hurt. So there are keys to win. I'm going to be optimistic, and I'm going, my prediction, I'm jumping the gun here. I'm going 24. He's going to call me crazy because we can't get over 20, but 24. And I'm going to say 14. I think we can get this by 10. I'm not even. I mean, it's still close, 10 points, but I think we can. I think we can get that win this week. And I think our teams, like I said, all we got to do, keep the offense on the field. Pretty much similar to what we did against the Chiefs. We're in that game. Minshew, I believe, will be the starter again this week. I don't think he was horrible last week. I know he had only the one fumble, unfortunately, but no interceptions. His completions, he was, like we call it, not happy feet. He was decisive. He ran when he needed to on his scrambling. I think if we get another game like that, I don't see why we couldn't win this game. So that's kind of my quick thoughts. Some of the stats there.
Nice. So I'm just going to kind of throw in a couple of extras here. Of course, the Raiders are 2-6. Bengals are 3-5. He already went over the all-time record that we are a little bit ahead in that. Some of the injury report here, Dylan Parham's still out as a guard. He's questionable, so we'll see if he practices later in the week to see if he might be able to get back in the line. It would help to get some of our guards, tackles backs that we need. Linebacker Kaya Mongola or something like that. Totally slaughtered that, but linebacker's questionable. Harrison Bryant is questionable. It'd be nice to get him back because when he's in there, he actually has helped us a lot. Yeah. Andre James, questionable. Once again, he did get hurt in the last game. I think he rolled an ankle. And then, of course, O'Conley is still out on IR. Bengals, Higgins is questionable. So maybe
I did not see that.
If Higgins doesn't play, that would be really good for us. Yeah. Just to take a weapon away from them. They have some offensive tackles, Brown and Kirtland, a guard that's been out for a while. So their offensive line is beat up. Can help us.
Yeah, could be why they got 19 sacks so far this year. So
they have a cornerback that's injured as well. So they have 2 offensive tackles and a guard that are hurt. And one that's questionable. So if we can get our defense, get Burrow in Burrow's head, push him around a little bit, frustrate him. Maybe he'll make some mistakes. That would be awesome. We can get some more turnovers. Our defense can stand up and shut him down on third down a few times. I don't think Burrow is the guy that he used to be, in my opinion. He can still pass a little bit. He can still pass awesome, but I think he's more of that pocket presence now where he has to stay in the pocket a little bit more than running around. He used to run around a lot more than he does. And so I am excited about that because maybe that's one thing that we don't have to worry. I'm not saying he can't do it. So we still need to keep him contained if he does want to go around a little bit, but I think that's another key to the game is kind of keep him in the pocket. Did you have something to add real quick?
Yep, nope, I agree. I was going to say he's averaging 13 yards a game rushing. Burrows is there, so he's not nothing crazy, and obviously that's not in one play, so he like you said, he's more pocket passer now.
So that's good. And so my key to the game, same thing Jimmy said pretty much, our offense needs to sustain some drives, but we need to feed the ball to Brock Bowers. We need to get him more involved, just like we lacked to do for Devontae when he was here. Hashtag the Jets lost again. So funny for funny for Adams going to that awesome team for him and Rodgers to get together. Yeah, really working out for you there, dude. But you don't want to be a Raider. All right, leading to a more offensive, because anytime Brock Bowers, he's dangerous, man. We need to try to get him more involved. We've done it many times. I mean, I think, in my opinion, it's probably easier to get a tight end more involved because there's so many options. You can do them on some screens. You could even let him do a jet sweep. You could let him do some short corner routes. You can let him do some slants. I really didn't see Bowers come across the middle of the field, and that's what tight ends are known to do, is just do that little drag across the field.
Yeah, get those yak yards.
Have those receivers doing a little bit, 15-yard slants, and then you have them drift across the field, find that little hole.
Trailer.
Yeah, and I didn't see that a lot. Like, they have him doing some crazy routes that aren't working. So Bowers can get open, get some plays with him. Have some checkdowns for him, please. Have some checkdowns for Minshew to say, hey, if this doesn't work, you check down to Bowers, who's going to just sit right here. Or I know we're probably doing max protection, so maybe the running backs aren't getting to go out for passes, but we need to. We need to have checkdowns for
we've
Minshew.
seen Abdullah go out there. Abdullah's got great hands. Madison can catch the ball. Zamir White can catch the ball. Our running backs are talented.
We didn't see it a lot against the Chiefs, though.
Right.
I mean, I didn't see checkdown options for him, and I think that's why he was pretty decisive on running when he had to, because he knew he didn't have those checkdowns. So Getsy needs to get his head out of his butt, call some decent plays, have some checkdowns for your quarterback, give him a couple options to say, hey, if this run up the middle is overloaded on this side, run it to the other side up the middle. I'm okay with that, but run to the side with the least amount of players on it. My God, that's just common sense. So those are some things that I think definitely would be some pickups for this game, something I wanted to throw in there.
Yeah, no, I like it.
I think that's about it. Of course, the Bengals, I think, are +7 on this game, or we're +7 for the spread is +7 Raiders, -7 Bengals. So
yeah, I figured they would be predicted to win, but
so they are predicted to win, but they should be.
Yeah,
because have a worse record than they are, and we haven't proved anything. I really think this is a winnable game, guys. And I said to Jimmy after the Chiefs game, after watching that, if we can just compete like we did in that game, just compete. I'm not even saying outmatch them. I'm just saying compete with them. We can probably win this game. I have confidence. I wasn't like that last week against the Chiefs. I didn't think I'll be honest. I thought we were going to get blown out. There's so many other things back in the future with Kermit Gate and
lots of Kermits
all the talk and smack talk. That I thought they were going to take care of business on us, but they couldn't. They got the job done. I'm not saying hands out to the Chiefs for getting the job done, staying undefeated. Congrats to you guys, whatever. But for a minute, I felt like Brian Spillner in Fast and the Furious, and I'm like, dude, we almost had a chance in that game. We almost got you. And so I was happy about that. And so I have some more confidence for this game. If we can just dink and dunk like we did, if we can at least, one thing I will ask, at least 1 or 2 plays. I'll just take 1 play. We need to hit something over the top. We haven't seen that since preseason.
Right.
We haven't seen 1 deep pass to Tucker. I know you have to block to give Minshew some time to do that, but we need a 50-50 ball over the head of the receiver to for him to chase down, and we need to get the defense to play back a little bit. So I think those are my keys to the win of the game. At least 1 quick play down the field to help, and then 1 to just keep feeding it to your receivers and feeding Brock Bowers as well. If we can't get it done with the run, I know they're not going to stop trying to do the power run because that's what AP's trying to instill, but if it's not there, we have to kind of mix it up. We can't just keep 3 plays in a row pounding it. So
yeah, run pass has not worked.
I don't want to start ranting, but that's kind of my keys. I think I'm feeling positive, and my prediction for this game, I think, is kind of be a defensive low scoring game, kind of like the Chiefs game was at first. It was only 27-20. We hit that 20-point mark, but we still can't get over that. So I'm going to keep it. I'm going to say we are going to get over that 20-point mark because we're going to get a win. But it's going to be 24. I think that's what did you say? You said
I said 24 or 14.
So I'm saying 21 to 10.
Ooh.
21 to 10. We're going to get it done. We're going to, Burrows hopefully is going to have a not great day. He's missing some weapons. They're kind of all around the place. And I think we play better when we're playing at someone else's stadium sometimes. So I think we're going to do it. 21-10. We're going to get the job done. And go Raiders.
Yeah, go Raiders. Yeah, I like it. 21-10, that's 11. I mean, he said I was crazy. I only went 10. He's getting us 11-point victory. But, I agree. Like I said, we pretty much eye to eye, on keys to victory. Get Bowers the ball. Stop running up the middle being predictable anyway. I know you can't get away from the run. I'm not saying that, but just not so predictable.
Yeah, and we're still definitely on the kick that we need to get rid of Getsy.
Yeah, Getsy's got to go.
So
no good.
We'll the next the bye video we're gonna do. So stay tuned for that when we hit the bye here. We're going to be recapping what our predictions were at first on our first video, which is going to be terrible. And then we are also going to talk about, the keys for where we're at after the Bengals game. And there was one other thing I wanted to talk about too, but I just lost it.
I don't know. We're going to re-predict our, upcoming last half of the season there after a bye. But I don't know. Let us know in the comments what you think. We're nuts. We don't stand a chance. Tell us what you think. We like to talk football, especially Raider football. Always like, subscribe, share. Think we're going to get that W. Wish that out in there.
I'm looking forward to the game, and hopefully we can get the W. So thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share, like Jimmy said. And as always,
go Raiders!